Hello, everybody. Welcome to Grandma Hershey Cooks, spelled with the U and not an E. And I'm Grandma Hershey. Okay. Anywho, I want to thank everyone who was on that last episode because I had my first guest on, my beautiful niece in Colorado, and we did the show at her house. And she made the dish, and it was very, very good. I wish you could have tasted it, but I did it for you. You know, Grandma Hershey like to take one for the team. Anywho, so today our show is episode number 37. And we are having mango pineapple salsa. You heard me right. Pineapple, mango pineapple salsa. Nice, sweet, and savory, very tasty, and very, very easy to make. This could be something that you can make with your children, okay? But the adult have to do the chopping of the mangoes and pineapples, all right? So, anywho, there's only four ingredients on this one. There's pineapple, there's mango, and there's sweet onion, and which is Vidalia or Peru with a sweet onion and just a pinch of salt. And when I say a pinch, I mean 1/8 of a teaspoon. Okay. And now what you see on these other shows, oh, we're gonna use a pinch. Next thing you know, they got a whole teaspoon in there. And if you have high blood pressure, you do not need all that salt. So 1/8 of a teaspoon is a pinch. Okay. So now I'm going to tell you the healthy highlights in here. So for every 2 tablespoons, because one recipe makes 9 servings, so that's 18 tablespoons. So for every 2 tablespoons, the calories is 21.6. You heard me? 21.6 for 2 tablespoons. Okay. Then the sodium, which is the lowest sodium I've seen on anything with some salsa, is 24.2 milligrams. That you're not gonna find that nowhere else. Make your own honey, and it'll be nice and fresh, and you won't have to worry about all that salt. Then the carbs is 8 carbs, so that's very low for carbs. All right, and the only reason you got that those carbs is because of the natural sugar in the fruit. Okay, and there are 7 sugars in every 2 tablespoons. Okay, so you don't want to eat it all at one time. All right, if you're diabetic. If you're not diabetic, go for it. But it does taste good enough to where you may just want to. Grandma Hershey said, All right, so the helpful hint for today, or the healthy type topic, or whatever for today. Get your bloopers here. Don't forget that live show. So, what I want to talk about today is choosing the right chocolate nut milk. I don't know why I didn't realize before until I was looking at the chocolate I had last time, and it had like 35 carbs. I'm like, what the devil? I don't remember that. So I looked at all of them. I looked at the almond chocolate milk, and that was the oat milk. It had the most carbs in it. And then I looked at the what is that? The cashew chocolate milk, which tastes the best and the smoothest anyway. And the biggest thing that I took away from that is that it had 10 proteins, 10 grams of protein in 1 cup of the cashew chocolate milk. So, and then the carbs were only 16 net carbs versus those 35 that was in the oat milk. All right. So, my suggestion, Grandma Hershey's suggestion, if you want to drink some chocolate milk that tastes like the ones when you were in the school, which all of them did practically taste like that. However, you want the cashew chocolate milk. That way you're getting those 10 grams of protein. Who does that? 10 grams of protein and your low carbs. Okay. Now that's a tip from Grandma Hershey. You know she's not gonna steer you wrong on purpose. All right. All right. So anyway, this recipe is so fast And being that time is of the essence around here, let's get started. Hey, it might be so short you can put it on, what is those people? TikTok? Tickety tock tock. Okay. Grandma Hershey's gonna try to behave. Let's see what she can do. How long she can hang on. All right, so what you want to do is you want to get either a regular sized mango and do that little stuff that they have you doing, which is sloppy, or you can do like Grandma Hershey did and get you some frozen mangoes. There's nothing added to it, and they are frozen from the fresh state. And so I use altogether, I use 16 ounces because I made 2 sets. However, well, my kitchen angels made 1 set. To my kitchen angels. So, anywho, so you want 8 ounces for this recipe. You want 8 ounces of frozen mangoes. That's going to give you an actual cup, believe it or not. Even when I put it in there with the chunks, that was a cup. Then when I cut them up, it was still a cup. So a cup is a cup is a cup. So you want a cup of the frozen mangoes, 8 ounces. Then you want 8 ounces of pineapple chunks. And then you want 1/4 of a small sweet onion. And you also want that 1/8 teaspoon of kosher salt. All right. And you don't even have to add salt if you don't want to. I tasted it before the salt and it tasted good. And then I put a little salt in there, that 1/8 teaspoon, and then it gave it even a bigger kick because a little pinch of salt would bring out the sweetness in anything that's supposed to have some sweetness. Okay. So, anywho, let's get started, boo. So we have our chopped mangoes. Can you see that? And sitting overnight in the refrigerator, mind you, covered. Then it got a little juice in there, but that's all right. We're gonna put that juice in there, make it juicy. So we got the 1 cup of the chopped mangoes. Then we're going to add our 1 cup of chopped pineapples. So I took the chunks and chopped them. So we have those. And always get your pineapples in 100% juice. You don't want no added sugar because it doesn't break down the same. You want regular in its own juice. That way it's going to break down better because it's natural sugar. Nothing added. You want fresh. Oh, go ahead and get you a fresh pineapple. That's the best. Grandma Hershey didn't have a fresh pineapple. We got Dole. Okay? So Dole, if you hear me, give me a shout out. Anywho, let's put that in here. So we got the pineapple. We already halfway done. I bet you're going to love this. Your kids going to love it. I'm telling you. I see some more juice in this bowl just a little bit. All right. Then I had a sweet onion. And I did 1/4 of the small onion because you don't want too much onion. You just want to give it a little kick. Make it sweet and savory. So then you're going to chop it up as well and put that into it. Okay. Then for that extra little kick, you have 1/8 teaspoon of kosher flakes, kosher salt. Okay. That's a pinch. Not all that you see people doing. Then they want to throw another one on there. Well, y'all trying to kill somebody. So anyway, we got that. And then we're going to marry them. We're going to stir it up. Going to the chapel and they're gonna get married. Going to the chapel and they're gonna get married. So we're going to marry the fruits and the onion together. And guess what? You're done. If you have a busy child and you need something for them to do, cut up some pineapple and some mango and have them throw it all together and stir it up for you. Okay? So now, what I suggest, if you want to get all those flavors marinated, that you consummate your fruits. I said consummate your fruit for about 4 hours. Let them get all the, because you know they just got married. And let all that seasoned flavors get up in there. But since we don't have time to consummate today, we're going to taste it right now. All right. So, got my little tiny tasting dish. I mean tiny. We're gonna put a tablespoon in here. So that's half a serving. Okay. Now, okay, so you know how some people like to put tahini on their fruit, especially on their mango? We're gonna put one side with a little sprinkle of tahini. Okay? And you know they sell low seasoning tahini. Mm-hmm. You have to find it on Amazon, but hey, I found it. So we're gonna put just a little bit on one side and see which one tastes the best. Then I found this mango chipotle seasoning. And I figured since it's mango, I'm gonna try that out too. So let's turn this other side around. And we're gonna put a little seasoning on the other side of the mango chipotle. And then Grandma Hershey gonna tell you which one tastes the best. Okay? So now that I got that, so I've got two types of tortillas here. I've got the Cool Ranch Doritos, and then I've got this lime flavor, what is it? Grain-free tortilla chips. Grandma Hershey gonna try one of these. You know, we gotta first make sure it's not pausing, and then we're gonna take one for the team. You know how we roll around here. So this side is the mango chipotle side. Gonna try that with this green lime tortilla chip. See what we got here. Let's see. There's some of everything up in here. Here we go. There we go. Mm-hmm. Extra little kick with that little mango chipotle. And now let's try the tahini side with a Cool Ranch Dorito. Let's try that side out. Let's see. Ooh, come on, get that on there. That's very good. Oh, get it now. That's what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, you take this to a potluck, everybody gonna love you, even the children. I'm telling you, you want to get on somebody's good foot, take you some of this mango pineapple salsa. Since we got a piece of a thing, and since it's my own, I can double dip. Nobody can get mad. It's mine. Nah. Go ahead and get some more of this, just to get rid of this tortilla chip. That's what I'm talking about. All righty now. I want to say, if you enjoyed this episode today, I need you to hit those thumbs up button going like this. Then if you have not subscribed, I need you to click the subscribe and then click the black bell. That way every time Grandma Hershey come on, you will get an alert to say Grandma Hershey's on. Okay? Then I need you to share this recipe with as many people as you know. Share it with your friends, share it with your family, and share it with your enemy, because everybody got to eat. We got to feed the world. All right? So now, being that the Thanksgiving is getting close to coming up, you know, so we already made the roasted turkey leg. We already made the cornbread. So next week, we are going to make butternut squash casserole. It is a less sugar version of your sweet potato casserole, but it tastes just the same. I'm telling you, I'm not kidding. Grandma Hershey is not going to pull your leg, all right, or your finger, okay? So be ready to make that butternut squash casserole next week. It is going to be yummy, all right? Then, now for my shout outs. I want to give a shout out to my beautiful niece who took good care of me while I was her guest in her home. She was so sweet, and her son just cracks me up, my little baby. He just cracks me up. He think 100 miles a minute. She said, go to your room. And he just like a fly. He breathed her for 1 second and back to where he was with a whole new subject. It's so funny. I love you, sweetie. Mwah. So then also she shared it with a good friend of hers who her Laurel and her husband Gary watched it. And then they told their children about it, and Sherry watched it. I want to say thank you. And then I want to say thank you and shout out to my friend Donna, my friend Reggie, my beautiful sister, and Deborah. They're my good friends. They spell their name exactly the same. And then I met, and to my mentor, John, at SCORE. And if you're trying to start a business or something, you need some free help, go to SCORE, spelled just like that, but it's all caps. And they will give you a mentor. It's really been helping me. Okay. And then also to my friend Linda B. She said she had been watching. I did not know. Thank you, Linda. And so then I met this lady on the plane on my way to Colorado. I shared my card with her, and she went and saw it. She saw it Thursday and subscribed. I want to thank you, Amanda. And I don't know exactly who Shannon is, but anywho, I want to thank you too. And I don't know if somebody can tell me how to find out who my subscribers are on YouTube. Every now and then they'll send me an email, but I need to know who all my subscribers are. And I want to thank every last one of you who subscribe to this show and who watch the show and enjoy the show, because you know Grandma Hirsch and all her loveliness is gonna let you have some fun. Okay. So anywho, that's about it for today. See how quick and easy that was? So I am looking forward to seeing you next Tuesday at 5:30 Central Time when we make that butternut squash casserole. I'm telling you, you're gonna like it. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Oh, happy birthday to anybody who had a birthday in the last 7 days. See you later. Okay, now I gotta find out how to get this because my arrow's not acting right. There we go. Love you guys.